Sticks and stones. Remember the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? I'm sure we've all thought it or said it, and maybe even told our kids to say it when someone is saying nasty things to them. Whoever came up with it, I can only imagine that they were trying to come up with something cool to say when they were being teased, because in reality, words can hurt much more than any type of physical pain. The impact of something physical will go away after a while, but verbal impact may stay around for a lot longer. Recently, I had the displeasure of dealing with somebody who basically was trying to discredit myself and my business. I was making an offer of a discount on my services for a certain professional organization and its members. During this time, I had a few people comment about how horrible my website was, but I took it in stride because I tended to agree with them. I was in the process of doing a whole site redesign, so actually their comments offered some insight into what I needed to do to fix my site. Should they have been a bit more tactful? Yes. If they felt the need to criticize, they should have done it in a PM, not publicly. I then explained to them that my site was in the process of getting a makeover and that I appreciated their comments. Along came another person who started criticizing some of my grammar and spelling errors, which by this time I was tired of hearing criticism about my site, and I posted back that I was glad to see that my thread became a website critique and left it at that. Should I have said that? Probably not, but you get to a point where enough is enough. I had already stated that I was in the process of a redesign. I was trying to be tactful yet let them know that they were out of line. Anyway, I redesigned my site and posted that I did, and along comes this same person who was criticizing my grammar, and she basically started trying to discredit myself and my business. She even went so far as to copy and paste part of my website content into the forum. I then made the mistake of doing something that I have said multiple times is not the way to handle things. I let her have it. After a couple of my reply posts defending myself and my business and her posts, I dropped it. I realized that I was being very unprofessional and unfair to the others reading that forum. Then, to get one last dig in, the other person actually said that my title of confidential assistant made it sound like an escort service. Realizing that the initial intent of the thread had gone by the wayside a long time ago, I PM'd the moderator and asked him to delete it, which he did. This was 2 weeks ago, and I still have no idea why she said the things she said. I can only assume that something I did or said made her feel threatened and she had a personal vendetta against me for some reason. One thing that I realize, and I need to reiterate here and in my own mind, is that this could have been handled differently. Instead of me getting defensive, I could have very easily just emailed the moderator and asked him to delete the thread when it first started, losing the intent that it was created for. However, human nature is to defend something that is dear to our hearts, and my business and my credibility is very important to me. Without it, where would I be? I have learned from this experience though, and I hope that others reading it will learn the same lesson that I have. Should somebody try to discredit you and your business, walk away. Walking away can be more effective than any words that you may say trying to defend yourself. If you feel that you must say something, be tactful. Say something to the effect that you are sorry they feel the way they do, but everyone is entitled to their opinion, and then let it go, or go vent to a friend, spouse, etc. about how ticked off you are. It's a tough stance to take when somebody is attacking you, but if you handle it tactfully and without losing your cool, those who are reading the post will be more apt to look at you as a professional and see the attacker for what they truly are. The world is a big place, and it takes all kinds of personalities and cultures to make it go around. With the vast content of information and types of people that you will meet online, you are bound to find 1 or 2 people who just get under your skin. It's okay to get ticked when somebody attacks you verbally, but walk away. Those who attack people feed on the replies that they receive. They get a sense of accomplishment, a sense of holiness, whatever, but it's just not worth it to be trapped in their web. Don't be the attacker. Think before you type. Just because you are behind a computer screen doesn't mean that there isn't a real live person on the other side of the conversation. Think about it this way: you wouldn't announce to a whole group of colleagues that one colleague has bad breath. You would take that colleague aside and tell them privately. The same concept applies to the online world. Did I lose clients because I lost my cool? Possibly. Did I lose clients because people agreed with her comments? Possibly. Did I learn from this experience? Absolutely. As long as you learn from your mistakes, then they were obviously worth making. You can either magnify wrongs in your mind by rolling them over and over, or you can replace them with positive thoughts. Keeping negativity in your mind makes you less. Replacing it with good things makes you more. Replace it with positive plans for the future, positive ideas of how to handle future situations that are similar, uplifting music, etc. But get them out of your head, because if you don't, that person will control you long after they initially offended you, and you will be handing them the power to harm you long term.